Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody, and happy Friday. Welcome back to the Tale of Drakfu as we begin yet another zone in Pandaria. So, we finished up the Jade Forest, and now we find ourselves in the Valley of Four Winds. Now, technically, at this point in the game, you actually can multitask zones. So let me actually show this really quick. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It won't let me. There we go. So, shut up, Lily! Okay, there we go. You can technically do the Valley of the Four Winds on your own. However, there's actually another area called the Krasarang Wilds right below it that you could basically multitask because they both have kind of the same ending. So what we're going to do instead is we actually do need to do a few quests in the valley that will then unlock the Krasarang Wilds. And then we are just going to run through the Krasarang Wilds and finish up with the Valley of the Four Winds. So let's go ahead and get things started. We already have one quest to take care of some vermin problems. And the next quest is actually coming from Muno the Farmhand. A poor grasp of the basics.
Vermin! They don't just eat our food. They trying to start farms of their own. The problem is, well, they ookin dumb. You don't believe Muno? Last night, they break into tool sheds, steal equipment. When we wake up, we find rakes and wheelbarrows planted in ground. They was watering them. They was trying to grow wheelbarrows. Oh, I'll never get over this. Please, while you out there, unbury our stuff.
Okay, so we need to find some buried farm equipment as well as take care of some vermin, which are not too hard to take care of. All you gotta do is boom, 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 boom. So, welcome back to the Tale of Drakfu, everybody, and happy Friday. It's Friday, it's Friday. You're almost done with the work week. I hope everybody's had a good week so far. Because here we go. We're going to go ahead and unbury a lot of this farm equipment. And then move on. There we go. Into the Krasarang Wilds. And we're just going to finish up the story there and then move on into the Valley of the Four Winds. Oh. Do I see ghost iron? I'm going to grab that. Yay. Screw you. There we go. Okay, so we need 3 more pieces of farm equipment, and then also take care of these snagtooth vermin, or large vermin. There we go. And there's another piece of farm equipment. A tool grabber. Okay, well, we'll kill you with a Fist of Fury, because this is also going to give us number 6. One more piece of farm equipment. Oh, that's cute. They were trying to water them. Okay, now we don't need these anymore. Now we just need to kill off 2 more large vermin. And vermin for Pandaria are basically the kobolds of the expansion. They are the vermin that you never want to kill, but you eventually you have to take care of the problems that they create. So, okay, we need 1 more large vermin. Right there. Let's go ahead and take care of him. Schmack! Okay, let's turn this in. We've now got these 2 quests to turn in. Let's go ahead and do so. First of all, with Muno the Farmhand.
Thanks, friend. Now maybe a hosen can get some ookin work done around here.
And you can get a trinket that's, in my opinion, a little bit more for tanks, at least tanks that are trying to get some solid stamina gear while leveling in Pandaria. The Watermelon Bomb. And here we are with Pang Thunderfoot. Let's go ahead and turn his in. So, seeming the endless nuisance. Pang surveys the area around his farm. Well, they're not all gone yet, but there's less of them, and they aren't holding their ears quite as high anymore. I guess they're scared of you, Drakfu. Oh, cool, and we can get some brand new legs. Low turnip turnout. Your help is appreciated, Drakfu. I'd like to give you another job, if you're interested. My son Ang runs the small farm just down this hill. He should have brought me some fruits and vegetables this morning, but I haven't seen him all day. Would you go down there and see what's going on? Okay.
So, friends,
Oh.
How are we going to find the hidden master?
I don't know. How are we going to find the hidden master? So, I want you to take notice of some of these people, because we've seen at least one of them. And that is Zhao. Zhao is actually from Tian Monastery, but we also have Clever Ashio, Lin Tenderpaw, Kang Bramblestaff, and Ken Ken. We're actually going to be following them as we go along in the Valley of the Four Winds, as well as the Krasarang Wilds. We will be meeting up with one of them, and this is kind of the lead into that. So let's talk to Zhao. Oh, hello. Are you looking for the owner of this? So the search for the Hidden Master. Are you looking for the owner of this place? Then look to the Pandaren up at the top of the stairs. I'm just a visitor, like you. Now, if you'll excuse me, my friends and I are trying to decide something. We can talk again afterwards. We're going to ignore the dialogue that's going on between Lily and Chen.
Do any of you know where the Hidden Master lives?
I am pretty sure that is why he is called the Hidden Master, Lin.
Oh.
Yeah, Lin.
Sorry. So, where should we search first?
I can try asking the streams for guidance.
Asks the streams? You're no elder, Ashio. You're not even a Jinyu grown yet. It would be a waste of your time.
Ken thinks we split up. Follow the four winds.
That's a much better idea, Ken. I volunteer to travel south into the jungle.
Oh yeah,
I
King
will
will be
follow
dealing with
the
too.
north wind. Can go chase east wind. Shortest walk.
I suppose I'll go west then.
Very well. As the oldest and fattest among us, I will wait here for each of you to return. Good luck, friends. Once we find the Hidden Master, we can continue our training.
Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this in with Zhao. Were you listening in? Don't worry, I don't mind. You're welcome to search for the Hidden Master as well. Though if you do find him, I'd appreciate it if you came back here and told me where he was. Okay. Then we have 4 new quests that will happen, and this is basically the lead into Krasarang Wilds as well as continuing into Valley of the Four Winds. Because basically 2 are going to be in the Krasarang Wilds and 2 are going to be in the Valley. So let's go ahead and do Ken Ken. So, Ken Ken, the Hosen. Personally, I'm impressed he's progressed so far in his training. He's got a brain between his ears, which is more than can be said for the most of his kind. He said he headed east, but seeing as we're already on the far east side of the valley, I can't imagine he went too far from here. Look for him at Zhu's Watch in Krasarang Wilds, down the path to the south. See what he's found.
Next
Okay.
one is on me.
Then Clever Ashio. I'm not sure where Clever Ashio got his clever title from. All Jinyu are clever, and I wouldn't say that he's any more clever than most of them. Quite the opposite, actually. At least he's a capable fighter. He did well enough at Tian Monastery to be selected for our training mission. So you now know that they're all from Tian Monastery. If you want to help him look for the Hidden Master, you can find him along the valley's northern border. Okay, so we need to find him. Kang Bramblestaff. Kang's pride regularly becomes overconfidence, which often leads him down dangerous paths. His current path is as dangerous as any. He is headed deep into the Krasarang Wilds. I wouldn't normally ask a favor of a stranger, but would you make sure that he is well? It would give me relief to know that a brave blood elf was looking out for him. Okay. And then finally, Lin Tenderpaw. Lin is more talented than she thinks she is. Strong of fist, but weak of spirit. With more confidence, she could be better than all of us. Perhaps she will find the surety she needs on her trip to the west. She's probably on her way to Stoneplow as we speak. Stop and speak to her if you find yourself on that side of the valley.
Next
Okay.
one is on me.
So, like I said, we're going to start things off in the Krasarang Wilds instead. And in case you guys didn't notice this, I actually am following both the Valley of the Four Winds and the Krasarang Wilds achievements, because we're going to be doing them both at the same time. So here's Mighty Roman Krasaranger, which is what it is. And then finally the Rally the Valley achievement, which is Valley of the Four Winds. And as you guys can see, the chapters here are significantly less. So we're already looking at like 5 or 6 each. That's going to be awesome. But first, let's go ahead and take care of the ones we're not going to take care of right away. We're going to untrack Lin Tenderpaw and Clever Ashio. So now we can actually get Mighty Roman Krasaranger back up on the map. So, let's go ahead and get things started. We're not going to worry about the low turn-up, turn-out just yet. We're just going to continue on and follow the path to the Krasarang Wilds, which is not too far ahead. The other thing, too, that's cool about the Valley of the Four Winds, this is why I want to do it separate, is because it's more of a silly kind of quest line, more along the lines because you follow Chen Stormstout and his niece Lily. And I'm not saying, I'm a little annoyed because they keep on talking in between stuff, but I do actually like Lily and Chen as characters in this expansion, so I do want to follow them and make it consistent. So all we have to do is cross this bridge, and we will officially be in the Krasarang Wilds. And I believe, yeah, Zoo's Descent is this way, but already you can see that there's problems, because we've seen that kind of telltale taint on the land before. Something tells me that we're going to be dealing with a little bit of a Sha infection. So, Zoo's Watch. Oh, and it's raining here. That's not necessarily out of the question. But, oh, look at this. Manifestations of Despair. Despondent Wardens of Zoo. So it looks like, yeah, there is a little bit of a Sha problem here. Let's grab the flight path, and let's talk to Ken and turn in our quest with him.
This place, it is so sad. Ken had never seen a place so sad.
Okay, so what's eating Zoo's watch?
Pandaren always welcomed travelers with open arms and open kegs, but this town full of jerks. Everyone's so busy sulking, they won't talk to Ken at all. Can you find someone in town who would talk to us? Maybe normal Pandaren just hiding in houses?
Sure, we can talk to some people. So first of all, let's talk to a Despondent Warden of Zoo and just see what happens. Oh, okay, I can't talk to him, but maybe I can talk to her. Let's see, everything sudden seems brighter. Oh, sorry. Where am I? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to talk to... Oh, do I have to talk to multiple ones? Despondent Warden of Zoo. Okay, talk to her. There we go. Oh, bother. Oh, no. It's a town of Eeyores! It's okay. We'll make it work. Let's talk to May Barrelbottom.
Greetings.
Let's see. So, yeah, she actually has a quest for us. Finding Yi Mo. My nephew Yi Mo has always been a sort of downer. When this wave of despair hit the town, he took it harder than most. He sat around for days refusing to eat, just staring off into the horizon. Now he's wandered off towards the cliff northeast of here where the thunderbirds nest and hunt. Please, monk, will you look for him? Sure, we'll do that for you. And we also have two more. We need to talk to Yun and Sunny, and neither one is in here. So we need to find Sunny and Yun. Where on earth could they be? Oh, there we go. So here's one of them. There's Sunny, and she's in bed.
Speak with me.
What? Oh, I'm awake again. Sunny lets out a deep sigh. Ever since this rain started, I just don't feel like doing anything.
Goodbye.
Aw, so she was snoring peacefully. We woke her up. That sucks. And I think this opposing hut is actually, yeah, that's where Yun is. So we'll talk to Yun now.
What do you need?
We toil day in and day out, and for what? There's no point to any of it.
White Tiger watch over you.
Wow, this place has got a serious case of depression. Okay, well, we need to figure out what's going on here, but first, let's go ahead and talk to Ken now that we've got the result.
Only one lazy panda who's not crazy? This is worse than Ken thought.
Alright, so
You should help May. Ken is trying to think of a way to cheer up these super sads.
okay, so we'll go ahead and help out May by looking for Yimo Longbrow, which is her son. And all we have to do is just go a little bit further to the east, and you can already see him. So there's Yimo. And he's down in the dumps too. Okay. Yimo lets out a long sigh. Okay.
Let me guess. My aunt sent you.
Yes, she did. You need to get out of these dumps. Cheer up, Yimo.
Ever since this storm began, I've just been tired. Not physically. No, it's my very soul is exhausted. Worthless. Hopeless. I imagine it's what one feels when a mate leaves them for someone with a rounder belly.
But I've never had a mate, so how would I know? How could this happen to me? I made my mistake. Oh, I'm good. I'm good now. Okay. All right. Back on task. How could I claim to know anything? I'm worthless to everyone but these Thunderbirds. At least they'll have a good meal out of me. Yimo sighs deeply and continues staring off into the sky. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere. So we have to bring Yimo Longbrow back to Zoo's Watch. How do we do this? You're not going to like it. So... You're wasting your time. I'm not going anywhere.
But you have your whole life ahead of you!
What is life, anyway? A series of disappointments, one after another.
Please, Emo, your aunt's worried sick about you!
Is she really worried about me? I doubt it.
Alright, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of it. I don't have time for this. Move your butt or I'll move it for you!
So you have to roll Yimo back towards Zoo's Watch. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Say what you want. I'm not moving an inch. Yeah, this is the quest. What are you doing?
I'm moving you!
Stop it! I'm waiting for the Thunderbirds to take me!
I don't care, I'm moving you!
Here they come! And actually, yeah, the Thunderbirds will come down and start crap with you, so all you gotta do is just make sure to kill the Thunderbirds, and there you go. So, why? Just leave me, or they'll take you too!
I don't care. You're annoying the crap out of me!
Oh, I'm getting pretty dizzy. Oh, no, he barfed. Oh, boy. Okay.
I just got this armor cleaned, dummy!
I'm getting dizzy. Oh. You're crazy. You know what? Here comes another. Or you know that? Here comes another. Let's do it again. Okay. Even further. Don't give up, Thunderbirds. Come back for me. Wow. These guys are super depressed. And is this gonna be it? Nope, further. No! Oh, and he's up now. All right already. Enough with the shoving. I'm going to my room. Feel free to tell my aunt about how you heroically saved me from myself or whatever.
You're a douchebag. I don't like you.
Okay, let's talk to his aunt.
You should disown your son. He's a pain in the butt.
Oh, hello.
I can't believe he was actually going to do that. This despair is worse than I'd even imagined. I cannot thank you enough for bringing him back, though.
Yes, I'm sure you can't. He was a pain in the butt, though.
So, Tears of Pandaria. All of this started with our ponds. In a single day, all of the water retreated down into the earth. When there was no more water in the ponds, it began to fall from the sky. Despite endless torrents of rain, the ponds do not fill. It's as if this land itself thirsts and cannot be quenched. Now the ponds birth horrific manifestations of despair, elementals made of water from the sky and salt from the earth, the Tears of Pandaria. So we need to kill 12 weeping horrors. Now, the other thing, too, is I also want to put on my new snazzy new upgrades. There we go. So now we have something a little bit more red. And Ken has a quest for us. Maybe he has a solution. Materia Medica. I believe that... I might be wrong about this. I would want to say that this is a reference to Madoka Magica, but I'm probably not right.
Alright, Ken pretty sure he knows what's wrong with Pandaren. Got old hose and remedy to do the trick. Need to mix honey, fish oil, and salt. Ken saw lots of beehives in the trees around the town. There must be fish left in the dry ponds. That just leaves salt. Might know where we can find some.
So you need to get 4 salty cores, 4 slick mudfish, and 4 chunks of honeycomb. Not the cereal, guys. Actual honeycomb. Beware the bees. Bees! Okay. So for that, let's go ahead and get these quests going with a little bit of a questing break. Go! Okay, so we have all of the necessary materials, so let's go ahead and talk to May first, May Barrelbottom. See if we have a Yemo solution.
Welcome.
Thank you, monk. It's time we take back our land from this curse. Yes. So now we have 2 quests from her. Securing the province. With our grip on the province loosening, Sauroch from the wilds have already moved into the cave just north of town. Most of our hunters are face down in their own tears, so the Sauroch just walk in here like they own the place and grab whatever they want. I want to send a message that Zeus watches not to be crossed. Will you be my messenger? So she wants us to kill 10 wild-scale Sauroch, or wild-scale Oberlis in Zeus province. Oh, and then she also had a second one, so let's grab that. Borderlands. Bonfires are surprisingly effective at discouraging beasts from wandering out of the wilds. We have 3 along the border to the southwest, which we normally keep lit at all times. Normally, nobody's been there for days, though, and the fires must be out by now. It's only a matter of time before the wilds creep back in and overtake the land that we have kept safe for centuries. Please reignite the bonfires. They are critical in keeping the province safe. And they are memorials to the founders of our way of life. Okay.
May your days bring you joy.
Take care of that. Let's go ahead and talk to Ken as well.
Can't believe Ken did not think of this sooner. It's the one thing that can ruin his day.
Alright.
Pandaren got a case of the spooky dukes. Dukes get scared sometimes. Don't want to come out. Poor fluffy mopey dopes must be ready to explode by now. This is just the thing to bring them out. That make Pandaren happy for sure. Just like old grandma used to say, can't throw if can't go.
Okay.
Alright, we now need someone to test this on.
Okay. So why so serious? I get what you mean.
Oh, you! Get over here, Mopsy! Ken got just the thing for you.
Who? Me?
Sure, it's not like things could get any worse. Here, drink this.
Okay. Despondent Warden of Zoo his gut churns violently. Oh, what have you done to me? And he did not take that very well.
Ha ha ha! It worked! Ken knew it would work. You feeling better now?
No! Alright, why so serious?
Okay, so that not worked. Well, it cheered Ken up, but Spandaren's still sad. We try another old hosen remedy. This time we go back even further than Grandma. Way back to ancient times. Hosen still do this sometimes. Mostly at parties. Ken got woodworking to do. You bring him teeth. Not yours. Big ones, like a panther would have. Oh, and some paint. May might know where to find.
Okay, so we need huge panther fangs, and we need to talk to May Barrelbottom for the jar of pigment.
Oh, hello.
So, we will make this province safe again. Zoo's legacy will not end like this.
This may be a strange request, but do you have any ink or paint?
Sauroch take any opportunity to plunder, and with our wardens out of commission, they've been running nightly raids on our supplies. They take anything they can carry and sort through it back at their lair. Crafting supplies and pigments are just some of the things they're sure to be sitting on. Okay, so you actually need to go to the Sauroch to get that taken care of. So we have Sauroch to kill, Panther Fangs to collect, and also bonfires to light. So, let's go ahead and do yet another questing break. Go! Okay, so that's the last thing we need is the jar of pigment, and we've taken care of the Saurochs, we've taken care of the Panthers, and we've relit the bonfire. So let's go ahead and head back to Zoo's Watch. This is actually another cool thing that they did within Pandaria, is they, much like they did in Wrath of the Lich King, where they created some new cave designs, they also did that for Pandaria, and it's awesome. And by the way, here is a Sauroch, just in case you guys didn't see it that first time. They are basically dinosaur people, for lack of a better term. I mean, I could say they're lizard people, and that wouldn't be wrong either. But I think the design is more based on, like, dinosaurs that we've seen in World of Warcraft, so I'm going to go with dinosaur people. Okay, back to Zoo's Watch we go. And thankfully it's not going to be too far off and we don't have to deal with any other issues. But let's go ahead and turn things in with May Barrelbottom first. And then we'll move to Ken. Okay, hi May.
Greetings.
So, securing the province. Thank you, Drakfu. That should teach those savages to know their boundaries. Alright, so we get a brand new neck item. That's awesome.
I hope to see you again soon.
And Borderlands. Thank you, Drakfu. Zoo Province serves as a corridor from the upper tier of the valley down to the sea. Keeping the province safe requires daily efforts to maintain a border against the savage Krasarang Wilds.
Travel safe.
Okay. And then let's talk to Ken. Ken is hard at work carving something out of tree bark.
This is going to be great. You see.
Okay.
Just in time. All done. Look.
Ken holds up a carved wooden mask with a ridiculous face.
Now we put on finishing touches and we got a guaranteed fun machine.
And we get some new gloves out of it too. Cool. So first of all,
nobody can be sad when wearing a mask like this. Now, who can we test it on?
oh hi, look, Mr. Despondent Warden of Zoo. Oh, what was that stuff? It went through me like bad tea.
Come here, buddy. Sorry about last time. Put this on.
Despondent Warden of Zoo sighs deeply. Fine, whatever, hand it over. Oh, jeez. Okay. Manifestation of Despair.
What the ook is that? Oh, the Hosanity! Get it out of there! Get too smart to die! Is it gone? Hmm?
I feel happy. Thank you so much, brave heroes. I will tell stories of you, of Drakfu the Mighty and Ken the Fearless.
Yeah, the Fearless. Sounds good.
Alright, so, next quest. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Well, that was unexpected. Come to think of it now, Ken can't remember why Hosen used mask in the first place. A legend about the Monkey King says he used the mask to cure old Pandaren Emperor Xiaohao when he was too sad to lead his people. Then they buried Mask with all his sadness in the ground. We should use the mask on more Pandaren, but instead of putting sad away in the ground, we gotta punch its butt. Let's do this, Drakfu.
I agree. We punch things, they die. That sounds like a plan to me. Oh, did I not accept? Punch. Apply directly to the forehead. Okay, so first of all, we got some new items, so let's go ahead and equip those. Where are they? So first of all, we have the gloves, which are an improvement, and then we also got a neck piece. Where is that? There it is. Boom. Okay. So, the next quest that we have is we need to... What is it? Use Ken's mask to cure 8 despondent wardens of Zoo in Zoo's Watch. Okay, not too hard to do. And that's the only quest that we have right now, so let's go ahead and get it going. So all you have to do at this point is just apply a mask, or apply the mask, and take care of the manifestation of despair that comes out. And then be like, oh, my head hurts. And they start getting happy again. So we've taken care of the despair within them.
Patience, patience.
So we've now seen Shah of Doubt, as well as Shah of Despair. Okay. Like Terran Zoo said, this is literally a manifestation. Oh great, an adventure. Just what I needed. Yeah, you needed it. A lot. Okay.
Hello.
You just know at the end of this, they're like, the sun will come out tomorrow.
What is your hurry?
And suddenly I feel 100 different subscribers going, no, Drak! No, that's a bad pun! You should feel ashamed! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do better. Okay. Apply the mask directly to the forehead. That's enough, Drak! No more memes from you! I like doing memes. They're fine. Okay, so go ahead and do this one, and boom. So there we go. We now have 8 Despondent Wardens of Zoo cured, and they're not so despondent anymore. Let's talk to Ken.
We saving Pandaren, but the land is still sad. Look, rain's not stopping at all.
Ken shakes his tiny fists at the sky.
How many more butts we gotta punch before we fix this town?
The sky darkens in response. Aw, poor Ken. Okay, there we go. And Zoo's despair.
Is that Yimo kid over there?
Ken squints against the increasing torrents of rain.
It is! He's at the well, and he's not looking so good. Ken got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, so you go over to the well.
What the? Shaw Nasties are popping out everywhere. We gotta take care of them first.
So, instead of taking care of Yimo first, we actually need to take care of these essences of despair. And what I'm going to do is grab up as many of them as we can, because that's just easier. And Fist of Fury! There we go. So now we just need 2 more. There we go. So now we need to talk to Yimo. All is lost. Lay down and submit to your despair.
Tell me of your travels.
I've been waiting to do this for a while, you douchebag. Apply the mask directly to the forehead. Oh, and he had a quintessence of despair, man. He was sad. Prozac has been applied. Okay. So now we have that.
Drakfu, are you okay? Wake up!
He's coming too. Alright, so now we have that. Drakfu, to think you'd risked your life to save me twice now, and I'd only treated you with disdain. I am ashamed beyond comprehension. Please forgive me. My mind was not my own. Should you ever need aid of any kind, from a handful of turnip seeds to a volley of arrows, know that Zoo's watch will provide it. For now, I must direct attention to rebuilding the village. There's much to be done. You may rest here if you like, but will not accept any more help.
You did it, Drakfu! That was some good butt punching back there. Something tells Ken that that's not the last of the sads, though.
Alright. Oh, and there you go. We actually have somebody with their new class mount. Yay. Okay, let's turn this in. It's a Ghibli owl. Okay.
We did some good work here today, Drakfu. Monastery always tells us to leave a place better than we find it.
And for that, you actually can get a toy. Officially, we got a toy box later, or in Warlords of Draenor, but when you did this in Pandaria, your inventory was rather plugged if you wanted to keep toys. But this actually gives you Ken's mask, which I actually already have. You can just place a mask on a friendly target, and boom, we already have our first. We have our first chapter, which is Zoo's Watch. So let's go ahead and talk to May.
Welcome.
Into the Wilds. So we will make this. Yeah, she's already said this. So Into the Wilds. Deep in the wilds, on the southern coast of where the Krasarang River meets the sea, rests the Temple of the Red Crane, home of the great Chiji and his most devout followers. They should be told of what happened here. If you're headed that way, I have a favor to ask. We often send supplies to the temple, but our last courier has not returned. Please look for signs of him as you travel. When the road forks at the Dojani River, he'd have gone north. When you reach the temple, find Koro Mistwalker.
I hope to
Okay.
see you again soon.
So we'll take care of that. And mount up. Because we are official. Oh, no, not that one. Let's do this right. Okay. Chauffeur will work. Unless, of course, it's not fast enough. But okay, so let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to go ahead and untrack this quest too. And now we must go into the Krasarang Wilds to continue our questing. So we have roughly four more chapters left in Krasarang Wilds to complete, and then we will bounce back to the Valley of the Four Winds. That way stories are more coherent that way. I actually used to, when I leveled in this area, bounce between Valley of the Four Winds and Krasarang Wilds. But, well, the story's kind of disjointed when you do it that way. Oh, and green tea leaf. We gotta get that. Gotta get that. There it is. Boom. And this time we get a skeletal horse. That's at least more helpful. And it feels like we're going faster. But remember also, we haven't found King Bramblestaff yet. And we obviously need to take care of that as well. We need to find him and take care of him. Oh, look at this.
Beggars and usurpers, we will burn you and your Pandaran allies to ash.
We have a Chazen Dawn Chaser. Chazen Dawn Chaser. So let's talk to him.
What brings you here?
Poisoned.
The Mogu do not trust poison. Get sample blades. Bring to Desco in Thundercleft, west of here.
Okay, so we need to get 5 poisoned Mogu blades and bring them to Desco. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, but we'll go ahead and do that with a quick questing break. Go! Boom! That was pretty awesome. We took care of it. We actually found a rare in Krasarang Wilds. I've never actually found this guy before. So, oh, and unfortunately, it gives a mail helmet. Seriously? But hey, a small bag of goods, so I'll take that, I guess. Okay, so we have the 5 poisoned Mogu blades, but now we have additional stuff in the same area. So this is from Daggle Bombstrider.
Well, spit it out.
Ooh. Thanks for the help, friend. If you see Nessingwary and his boy to the west, tell them how many things we killed. They like hearing that. So, Crane Mastery. Thing about hunting birds is you need ammo, and I ain't got any. Things about hunting with Nessingwary is you need to prove you can keep your tally and bragging rights up. Can't hunt, can't brag. And I like bragging, so this is no good. Can I hire you to go and kill some carp hunters? You'll find them up and down the river west of here. There are a bunch of them, so don't hesitate to hunt while doing other stuff. Okay? Then we also have Prophet Mastery. This is actually leading into Hemet Nessingwary. He was involved in Northrend. He was involved in Outland. Of course, he's involved in Pandaria. He wasn't really involved in the Cataclysm stuff because he was in the remade Stranglethorn Vale. But let's go ahead and do Prophet Mastery because this sounds perfect for a goblin. 2 words. Taiga Blood. This is going to sell better than Serenite back on the black market, especially once I finish spreading a rumor about how it makes you all buff and stuff. And this jungle is just full of tigers. Can you round up a few vials of tiger blood for me? I'll cut you in on the scam. Okay, so we have both of those. But first, we need to get this to whomever Desco is. Which is not too hard to do. Because past the Dojani River, we actually come across what looks like a Tauren settlement right here. And actually to the south, you would come across a Night Elf settlement as well. So that's kind of your lead in here. And here is the zoo. Here's a Zoo's Watch courier. Oh, okay. This is where he ended up. This is not good. The courier must have died of his wounds after what looks to have been a brutal struggle. His supply satchel appears to be unharmed. So take the supplies. And then we need to meet with Koro Mistwalker, I think is his name, at the Temple of the Red Crane. So that'll be helpful. And here is Thundercleft. So this is where the Tauren was telling us to go. But first, we will grab the flight path. You always do that when you get here. And here is Kang Bramblestaff. We were wondering where you were.
Slow down.
I'm pretty sure this settlement wasn't here a few weeks ago. Where did these people come from? Probably best not to ask. And, oh look, Sunwalker Desco. Okay, so this is the Desco guy we needed to talk to.
We are seeking the light.
So as you can see, this is a horde settlement in the Krasarang Wilds. We're not quite sure why it's here, but we have Core Bloodtusk for Thunderbluff here. We also have some Thundercleft Sunwalkers, Malaya Dawn Chaser. So obviously this is Sunwalkers. For those who don't know who that is, it's the faction that gives Taurens priests and paladins. The Sunwalkers are the ones that walk with the light, obviously. So let's go ahead and talk to Sunwalker Desco.
Hail.
Greetings, traveler. I had not thought to see a friendly horde face on these shores. So poisoned. Well, first of all, let's actually answer some questions here. How did you get here?
Earth Mother.
How did you get here? We were called. Okay. We sailed deep into uncharted waters, at first on orders from High Chieftain Bane Bloodhoof. It was my wife Lisa whose visions gave us a course to sail by, but when we saw the wall of mists, we all began to feel the call, like a voice on the wind, north. The voice calls for us to travel north. We came ashore, dismantled our ship, and sailed upriver by canoe until we hit the cliff you see before us. I have a different question. Alright, so what is happening inside the tent? My wife Lisa is in labor and fighting a fever. This cursed jungle is sapping all of our strength. It could be something in the water. Why would you bring a pregnant woman with you? That's actually a really good question. It was Lisa's visions that led us here. Each of us have had dreams of a valley, golden with blossoms, filled with the hopes of peace. Even our chieftain Bane Bloodhoof had these dreams. Only Lisa's visions gave us a path to follow, though, and now here we are, for better or for worse. Okay, so basically she was the one who led them there and had the visions, knew where to go. So unfortunately, the unfortunate side effect here is she was pregnant at the time. So, poisoned. You have news of Chazen? Yes, bad news. Chazen is dead? This is very bad news indeed. Kor, Chazen, and I have fought dragons, undead, and alliance on nearly every shore that has a name. To lose him like this. Thank you for recovering these weapons. It should teach us much about our new enemy. And so for that, we actually get a brand spanking new ring. Cool. Let's go ahead and turn... Let's go ahead and turn this in. There we go. And now we have a bunch of new quests from King Bramblestaff first, and then also Core Bloodtusk.
Speak up.
Lisa has a fever. So, Skitterer Stew. Lisa has a fever. No mother in labor should have a fever. Mama Bramblestaff once told me that Skitterer Stew could heal almost any illness. Let us put this knowledge to the test. Gather some intact Skitterer glands for me, while I get the herbs we'll need, and I'll whip up a batch.
Until next time.
And we also have Core Bloodtusk.
Strength and honor.
Blind them.
These Sunwalkers are a tiresome lot. I need soldiers with Horde blood in their veins and honor in their hearts, not some pacifist sun spirit filth. Peh. The Alliance are here, Drakfu. Followed us, no doubt, or somehow tracked the same visions Lisa had that led us here. It doesn't matter. I don't want them to know how divided we are at the moment. Go kill their scouts south of here before it can report back. Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Don't say that to me ever again. Got it? Okay, there we go. So we need to kill a Darnassian Outrider. We need to get some Skitterer glands, as well as some Tiger Blood and Carp Hunters. So let's go ahead and do this with a questing break. Go! Take that, filthy Alliance dogs! Ah! Screw you! Okay, so now that we have all of these quests done, let's go ahead and turn all of them in. Let's start things off, though, with the Mastery quest. So we'll go track down the Goblin really quick, and Magic Cut while we do that. Okay, so here she is, Daggle Bomb Strider. Let's go ahead and turn these in. Crane Mastery. Fantastic. Only thing that will make this hunting tree more entertaining is a chair. Here's the reward I promised you. 10 gold's not enough. Alright, Crane Mastery, Needlebeak. So now that you got a vibe for how cranes fight, I got a doozy for you. Needlebeak. Or at least that's what I'm calling him. Biggest crane I ever saw, and its beak is so sharp it's like a sword. Northwest of here, you'll find the big waterfall that kicks off the Dojani River. Needlebeak likes to hang out by the waterfall. You bring me its beak as a trophy, and I will talk you up a good game to Nessingwary. Okay?
Security, enforcement, extortion, we do it all.
Yeah, so Profit Mastery. I like hunting with Nessingwary and all, but he's in it for the hunting. I'm in it for the profit, and he doesn't pay us. Okay? Great, this stuff is going to make me a mid back in Kalimdor. Here's your cut. And we get a brand new pair of gloves if we wanted it. Profit Mastery, Chashin. I'm totally onto another great scam. When I was flying overhead, I saw a really ancient tigress prowling about. Do you know how much her blood would go for on the black market? Not to mention if I convince some warlocks it adds extra potency to their summoning spells or something. If you bring me back some of her blood, I will cut you in on the scam. She was prowling about on the far side of the Jojani River from here. Okay?
You can make it here.
So now we have 2 new quests from her, which is just added mastery quests. Let's go ahead and turn things in over at Thundercleft. Thankfully, it's not going to take too long to get there. And I think we'll just start off with Core. Because orc voices is one of those things I'm not looking forward to the next expansion, because it's going to be all orc voice all the time. Alright, so let's turn this in with Core Bloodtusk.
Well done, Drakfu. You have performed admirably and bought us some time to fortify our defenses. Now if I can just get Desco to go on the offensive.
Yeah, that's not happening. And then Kang.
Slow down.
Even the jungle air is alive with danger. Here's your Skitterer glands. Excellent. Nothing clears a sickness like Skitterer stew. Here, take this. It's a little memento of Mama Bramble's staff. Okay. Then the Mogu agenda. Mogu don't often gather in numbers like this. We should find out what they're up to. I thought I heard someone shouting orders near the center of the ruins. We should probably see if he has information. So we need to recover the Dojani orders. And we also have a quest from Core Bloodtusk and Sunwalker Desco. So let's go ahead and talk to them. So, threat from Dojan.
Mogu? They seem like the elves, ancient, and an overdeveloped sense of entitlement. Everyone of Azeroth must learn, sooner or later, that the Horde is not visiting this world. We are here. We are staying. Teach them this lesson. Quell their numbers in the ruins south and west of here. Break their amassing forces before they decide to attack. Learn what you can of how these creatures fight, and how they die.
Okay, so we need to take care of 6 Reclaimers, 8 Surveyors, and 4 Enforcers. And then Sunwalker Desco.
Greetings, traveler.
So, Herbal Remedies.
King's remedy isn't working. There's something else at work here, a power deep beneath the soil. It is sapping us of hope, hitting us with depression and despair. King tells me this land has lotus plants. I might be able to make a tea that would hopefully lend Lisa some strength. Please, Drakfu, search the ruins south and west of here for lotus leaves. I will pay you for your efforts.
Okay, so we need Imperial Lotus Leaves.
Protect you.
But that's unfortunately going to go ahead and do it for this episode of the Tale of Drakfu. When we come back on Monday, we will continue our questing in the Krasarang Wilds. Till then, we'll see you guys next time.